We are the Renegades of Pop. I'm RJ.
I'm Andrea.
And on this week's topic, we're going to first start off with villains/antagonists. The best of. Do you got one?
I do. So first one that comes to mind is Scar. Scar is a good villain.
From that classic Jon Favreau movie, Lion King.
Never seen it.
Neither have I.
Never seen it. That and since...
But why Scar? What makes Scar?
No, I just like his... I don't want to say like his drama, his wits. I don't know. Like I just like he just reminds me of like. I don't know. I can't think of like the actual what I'm trying to say. Like he just has like this thing where he's just like he's witty, he's fun, like there's a little camp to him, like you know what I mean? Like just like I don't know.
He's kind of a bitch.
No, totally a bitch.
But
totally.
like he's sassy.
I didn't want to say that. Like his sass. Like I didn't want to be offensive, but yeah, like his sassy manner. And I'm watching Hunter x Hunter right now, and fucking Hisoka is like on that level of like
that's the clown dude.
He's a magician.
Whatever.
Hisoka the magician. He keeps calling him a joker. He's not a joker. Like
he's got face paint.
A magician. Anyway, but yeah, he also has like that like sass, wit, like bitch thing going on that I really enjoy. Like he's a really good antagonist. Like, but I haven't finished the series, so I don't know. Like you know.
Now we're talking about Hunter x Hunter. In case you weren't clear, because she
I
kind of went off.
Hunter x Hunter.
I know, but like you're like he's like that, but then like we just moved on.
No, I totally do that.
But a little spacey there.
Yeah, he has like, this bitchiness. Yeah, but I feel like he's gonna be good in the end. Like that's I'm still on the first season.
So like, he's kind of you're not familiar with it, and sorry to interrupt, but you're not familiar with it, but a character that started off quote unquote the villain in anime would be Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, he was a
villain. Yes, hard villain.
I've never seen Dragon Ball.
He became more of like an anti-hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, I really should try to watch that. I've never tried watching it. I probably really enjoy it since I like Sailor Moon and whatnot, and Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it probably has nothing, like they're nothing the same, but it has like the same kind of style as like Sailor Moon, right?
From the limited, the thing about that Hunter x Hunter reminds me of Dragon Ball Z, or at least the original series, is some of those episodes drag out fucking way too long. Like a whole episode's like a fucking recap, and I'm just like.
I feel like a lot of animes do that.
No. That's a classic like anime thing, but a lot of newer animes have learned to not do that. They've learned to what's the word I'm looking for? Not expedite, but streamline their storytelling.
Like just keep it
instead of dragging one thing out. Like that old trope. Like there's like a video meme on the internet of like where there's an episode of just them both screaming at each other, powering up like, Aah! And then like that just is like for 15 fucking minutes.
Oh. No.
And Dragon Ball Z, the original series, not Kai, but the original series did that. Then they came out with Kai, which literally cut out like episodes that weren't really. They were just filler. They cut out episodes. They cut certain scenes down, and stuff like that.
Okay. Right.
Streamlined it a bit.
Yeah, no.
But, that's because, to be honest with you guys, I haven't been watching Hunter x Hunter with her. Like, I catch it when it's on at home and she's watching it from time to time. Sometimes it piques my interest. Sometimes it doesn't. But good. Went off a tangent there.
Yeah, no.
But we're supposed to be talking about villains.
Yeah. So you said Vegeta.
Yeah, Vegeta. I wouldn't say he's my favorite villain of that show because there's a lot in Dragon Ball Z where they're like they start as the villain, then they become
good.
The anti-hero / then also good.
Friend.
Like Piccolo would be the prime example. He was the main antagonist in Dragon Ball, but in Dragon Ball Z, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He transitions once he gets like the evil side of him like separated into like two different forms. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But I think I want to talk about horror because when I think antagonist, I think of like slasher films.
Okay.
Which I like a lot.
Yep.
You know, we talked about this previously. This character Michael from Halloween.
A little ditty called Halloween.
Yes. And I think he's a great silent antagonist.
Jason's a silent antagonist.
Jason sucks. I'm sorry. Jason sucks. Like
It's not nice.
I don't know, like Jason literally is a child. Like he has a child's mind, like a mindset of like revenge. To where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna kill all the camp guys because they drowned me.
I mean, wouldn't you say the same thing about Michael Myers? He just killed everybody who was just kind of in the way. Like
killing in the way. No, killing in the way is different to get to your end goal. Versus Jason just kills to kill because they happen to be on the campsite.
Are we just talking the first film, or not the first film? The second film.
Yes. Well, I'm just talking about in general. Like he doesn't. Traditional Friday the 13th, they don't leave the fucking campground. And he just kills whoever's on the fucking campground. Where Michael has a motivation. Michael is looking for his sister, and these motherfuckers just be getting in the way, and he just got no problem taking them out.
Yeah, but like he didn't have to kill him. He could have just been like, eh.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna I'm here to rob a bank, but I'm not gonna like not kill you because even though you're in my way. You know what? I lost it there for a second.
I don't know.
But no, what I mean is like he's just killing to kill. Where I feel like Michael, like he does have a goal, and I feel like the kills that he does do, it's just because they're in the way, and he has to keep it down low. What? You're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you go, and then what are they gonna fucking do? Oh yeah, some 7-foot dude with a fucking mask is like, going around breaking into people's houses.
But like half the time, most of the people didn't even notice he was there because he was so quiet.
I mean, that's another story. But still, you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. My brother's like that. Like, he will just, like, run through the house at my mom's house, like, up and down, and you don't even know. Like, you'll go downstairs in, like, midnight, and he's, like, baking cookies, and you're just like, what? Like, he's just, like, so quiet and so ninja. You're just, like, it's kind of freaky. He's freaky like that.
I honestly wish you would learn from that sometimes.
You know what?
You are so loud all the time.
I don't care.
Heavy-footed.
I don't care.
You would think if you heard her coming down the hall, she'd be someone my size. No, she's just heavy-footed. Anyways, back to antagonists.
No, I guess my favorite ones are always, like, bitches. Like, they got great, like, witty dialogue. Like,
you know who I like?
They're fun.
As an antagonist?
Who?
We're gonna talk about Buffy, and we're gonna talk about Spike.
You know what? I was gonna mention Buffy for the next topic, so it's so funny that you bring it up. And I would say that Spike is an anti-hero.
He becomes an anti-hero.
I guess. Whatever.
Especially when he transitions to Angel, the series. Like, he's straight up just the hero.
I mean,
for the most part.
He became, like, an anti-hero in Buffy.
He did, but, like, he became, like... While he's an anti-hero on Buffy, he becomes a, like, straight-up white hat in fucking...
I don't know what that is.
Angels. Okay, so in Westerns, old Westerns, there was the black hats and the white hats. That's why in Westworld, you always see What's-His-Face wearing the fucking black hat because he's supposed to be the villain. It's a throwback to the time.
But he wore the white hat when he was young?
Correct, because he was the good guy.
See, I'm learning something new. I didn't know that.
I've never watched Westerns. Yeah, it was an old Western trope. There you go. You've been educated.
I guess.
Anyways, but yeah, no, I think Spike was great. I really like when Angel loses his soul. I do. In Buffy.
Okay.
Like I think he was. I thought he was a good villain.
Okay, Angel was a good villain.
Yeah, when he lost his soul, I thought he was like pretty cutthroat, pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't like that whole thing. That's another topic for another time. Cause
we could totally
talk about Buffy all night long. Cause I'm Team Spike, and anybody can fight me on that. Like, fuck Angel. I've never liked Angel. I never understood that. That and Riley. Like, I was just like, Riley was a waste of time.
Which one's Riley?
He was like that combat dude that she dated in college.
Yeah. He was like a spooky combat dude. Like he spot all spooky dudes like werewolves and shit.
Yeah, like he was like a mercenary or something. I don't remember, but like Spike I was always Team Spike, and I know a lot of people hate like when Buffy and him got together, and I was just like yes, like no, because I always hated Angel like. And, whatever.
Okay, we're still talking about villains, or we're trying to. We just keep going off on these fucking tangents here.
Angel was a villain at one point.
Yeah.
Spike was a villain at one point.
I'm gonna throw a few franchises and stuff like that at you, and you're gonna name me like who's the best villain. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go with the obvious, Marvel.
Who's the best villain in Marvel?
Correct.
I'm gonna say Killmonger.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one, but is it because I don't think he's most evil? I think he's most relatable.
Well, I can understand his point, and I feel
his motivations, right?
His motivations, and most of the time, that's usually the people I identify with the most. I guess I could identify with Killmonger, of course, but like you know what I mean, like his kind of disposition, like I get it.
Is it because you're
a person of color? Yes.
No, I was gonna go a bastard of royalty. I was just trying to make a joke.
Oh, I don't get it, but
because he was the son.
I mean,
he was a bastard. Yeah, he was a bastard son.
He wasn't a bastard son, was he?
Yes.
Well, no, his dad was. I mean, his dad was in royalty, but not really. He was a little brother anyway.
Yes, but I don't think his parents were married. He's technically a bastard.
Oh, I don't know why that matters. Well, I didn't know what that had to... I don't get it.
I was just trying to make a joke and not point out the obvious, oh yeah, just because you're black. Like, I was just trying to make a joke.
Whatever.
Anyways. All right, so Marvel, okay.
Killmonger.
Disney.
I mean, didn't we touch on that? I mean, okay, I enjoy Scar and...
yeah, but would you say he's...
the
best Disney... villain?
I would put him on top of there. Like serious Disney villains, love. Another great Disney villain, Hades, just because he is the ultimate bitch. The ultimate bitch.
Oh yeah.
But
Jimmy Woods.
But not my favorite. Like, I mean, I don't like that movie at all. I don't love Hercules, but he is the best part of that movie. I love Jafar, another bitch.
Yes.
Another bitch.
Definitely.
And
Side note, on my other podcast, we did an intro, and it's Gilbert Gottfried fucking reading the lyrics to WAP.
I think I saw a video of that. I didn't click to listen
just
to
like,
it.
Oh my god, it is so hilarious. Anyways,
it's funny. I would think that'd be like hella cringy. Like
it's like, pretty. It is cringy, but it's also very funny. Anyways,
you got another one for me?
Well, no, because I want to explore the Disney one a little bit more. Because I feel like
there's a lot.
Yeah, you didn't even mention Ursula.
Well, that was on my next. I don't feel like Ursula is one of my favorite villains. I feel like conceptually she's like, I love her, and Divine. Because, I mean, I love me some Divine. And, that's a great homage. But is she my favorite villain? No, but I'm not going to show you my arm. I have her tattooed on my arm.
Oh.
Disney nerd.
Indeed.
Disney nerd.
Let's see.
So I guess I probably have to say that she's the best since she's tattooed on my arm, but that wouldn't be...
Well, yeah, but I feel like that's just more of you identifying with the film, not just her.
This is true. Yeah, no.
Like...
That would be a great insight.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think who else.
Because you've only said Vegeta. I mean, you have
I've talked about Michael. If we're talking about like traditional, if I have to choose Marvel,
Don't choose Thanos.
No, I wasn't gonna.
Okay, good. I'm like, that's a cop out.
I mean, he's enjoyable, but also I feel like Loki's also a cop out.
I always forget that he's a villain.
Yeah, because again, he's transitioning to that like.
And
He's more of a
sexy.
Traditional antagonist.
Like, man, Tom Hiddleston, sexy.
Let's see. Oh, you made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm talking about fucking I'm talking about Marvel here. Who was I?
The little robot.
No, I fucking hate Ultron.
Shout out to James Spader, another very sexy voice. Very sexy voice.
He was very attractive back in the day.
Oh yeah, in his heyday.
Back in the day, he was pretty sexy.
Secretary. Now.
Secretary or Stargate.
Never seen it. I'm not a nerd.
I'm not a nerd. I'm just, I like Disney because it's more acceptable.
Oh my gosh, like that Jim Gaffigan. Like, those people are crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm forgetting his name, but the villain that's not really a villain in Captain America Civil War. The guy who like basically sets them all up.
Oh, Robert Redford?
No, not Robert. No. You're thinking of Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Civil War. I'm talking
you're talking about the Russian guy?
Yeah.
Russian. What is the made up country that he's from?
Whatever. It's a fucking that guy. I forget his fucking name.
They're
but
all.
like,
I'm like, they all together.
I thought it was genius that he was able to twist them to turn on each other.
When they're just like, he's just like a nobody.
Yeah, he's complete nobody, and I think that's why I appreciated him. Great antagonist, and we're not talking about holy shit. Let's talk about Hannibal. How did we skip that? Yeah. Both movie, like it doesn't matter. Just Hannibal, the character.
Great.
Especially in the show.
Oh, another sexy man. Mads Mikkelsen. Oh,
yeah. What?
Oh,
that's something.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
No, but him as Hannibal Lecter.
Okay.
Him as Hannibal Lecter. I'm just like, hot damn. You can cook me dinner. I'll eat it. I don't care who it is.
Jesus.
I just wonder. Like, I mean, I would never knowingly eat a person, but if like his dinners look.
Oh, I know.
Like,
they're like food porn galore.
Oh yeah, and that black chicken he cooked. I'm like, I like spent a good time looking on the internet for like a black chicken. I'm like, where do you find these fucking black chickens? I mean, they're a real thing. They're like genetically modified, but I'm like, I would taste that chicken if he cooked it for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's a good one to end on. I mean, there are so many more. We kind of went off tangents here.
A little bit.
But to be more succinct, I would say what? Who?
I mean, this coincides with with our next topic, but we didn't say the Sanderson sisters.
Who the fuck are the Sanderson sisters?
What?
Who?
The Sanderson sisters? Hocus Pocus?
Oh, sorry.
Holy crap! Another great antagonist.
Yeah, I would agree. And that being said, let's go ahead and move on to topic 2. But first, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, click the little bell, join us on the Facebook group, and contribute your thoughts on your favorite antagonist / villain. And if you're not on Facebook, just leave a comment down below your favorite antagonist / villain.
Before we hit off on our next topic, let's give a shout out about what we're drinking.
We are drinking the High Water Brewing Campfire Stout.
Ooh.
Leaves you wanting s'more.
How catchy and cute.
Isn't it? It's got a cute little bear on it.
A little bear.
You know, he also did the, Charmaine campaign when he was doing
Charmaine?
Charmaine?
What are we?
Charmin.
Where are we? Charmaine.
Sorry. What is it?
Charmin,
thank you.
You
the
know.
Charmaine.
Confetti for your booty?
I thought that was literally the opposite of what it's supposed to do. That's what they advertise, right?
Yeah, they say it's not supposed to get stuck up your crack, but it does. It's too soft. It's just like poof. But very soft on the hiney.
Fair enough. All right.
This was a beer shout out, and we're talking about Charmin. Became a commercial for Charmin.
I think I like the peanut butter. Peanut butter.
No, I'm just thinking of slogans for Charmin. You don't want your booty wag? Use some Charmin on that crack.
Charmin, hit us up. We'll give you a good deal. She could do this all day. Wow. Oh man. So let's
Oh
Jesus Christ. So since 'tis the season to be spooky, what's your topic?
My topic is favorite movies to watch during the Halloween season, the holiday season. I don't count Christmas as a holiday. Like, holidays to me is Halloween. Like, that's the biggest holiday of the year. So what is something you enjoy watching around spooky season?
I mean, everybody's got, like, I feel like there's that, like, staple that everybody pulls from, which is, like, Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, any kind of horror, obviously. I'm more a fan of slasher films, so I'm gonna do Halloween. We keep talking about Halloween.
I know.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
like, people are gonna be like, holy crap, if they talk about Halloween and
One
Michael
more
Myers
fucking
one
time.
more time. Like, jeez.
Evil Dead.
That is a great one. That's a great
both
one.
the original Sam Raimi movies and the show.
Oh, yeah. I always forget
Ash
that there's a
vs. Evil
show
Dead,
just
and
because
it's
it's
so
so
good.
good.
And it's so
So
good. We might finish that this year. Because we keep putting off, like, watching the last season because we don't want it to end.
Even though it's ended.
Even though it's done.
It's no
Yeah.
longer existing. And, like, it's just like, well, if I don't watch it, then it didn't happen.
Yeah. Got a little bit of a beer mustache, a beer stash. Anyways.
We're a little silly.
What's a Philly?
This beer's making us a bit silly.
I don't even think it. Oh,
No.
I don't even think it's that
It's
strong.
not.
What is this? It's 6.5.
That whole bottle is
nothing.
6.5. So, like, my
Nothing.
cup is probably, like, 2 point something, 3 point something.
Anyways, I don't think that's how it works. But
Oh,
okay.
I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense. Alcohol by volume. That's what it stands for.
Well, then that would make sense.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know maths. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back on topic.
Yeah.
Get
Sorry.
back on topic.
Scream.
Oh,
Scream's-
that's your jam.
That's really my jam. Like,
That's your jam.
holy shit! The Scream series, up until, like, let me rephrase. The first three.
Well, aren't there only 4?
There's, I think, going to be a 5th.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What else could happen?
I don't know, but first 3 is all I need.
I've only seen the first one. He made me watch the first one
did.
last year, which is crazy
did.
because I love horror movies so much, but I was never interested in watching Scream, like, ever. And so, like, I always thought it was, like, a big joke. So, like, we were watching it, and I'm like, this is a scary movie. Like, I've seen Scary Movie a million times. This is a scary movie. Like, it's like a shot-for-shot scary movie. And, like, I had no idea. No idea.
But that was the point of Scary Movie.
I guess, but
And
I
that's
didn't
where
know.
they got the
I
name.
didn't know how like close it was. Like, I'm just like, I couldn't watch it with seriousness because I'm like, this is a scary movie.
Yeah, but that's where they got the name.
No,
too.
and I mean, I get it, and that's the whole point. But I'm just like, I'd rather just watch a scary movie. Like, at least that's fun.
Feel woozy, man.
Shout out to Matthew Lillard for just being so awesome. Ooh, 13 Ghosts. Another great Halloween movie.
To clarify, she's referring to the remake with Matthew Lillard.
The remake with Matthew Lillard and Tony Shalhoub. Shalhoub and Shannon Elizabeth. Very sexy. Whenever I see her, I think of American Pie. Like, I don't really like those movies, but it just makes me think of American Pie whenever
Did you ever see the remake of House on Haunted Hill? The one that came out. Is that it?
I think so, yeah. Jeffrey Rush. And
yeah.
Of course I have.
How you feel
I've
about
never
that?
seen the Vincent Price version, which I know you're gonna be like, how can you like horror? You've never seen like, you know, whatever, Hill House. I have seen it. I enjoy that movie. I think I don't know why it reminds me of like the Queen Mary, like them being on the Queen Mary, but like it does.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see, what's another good? Are there any like? Oh, I mean, I know you watch it all fucking year long, but do you think it's more relevant to watch Practical Magic during Halloween?
Possibly. But that's one of those feel-good movies that I just gotta watch all the time. I'm just like, oh, like, I just love, like, that whole movie, like, some people are like, fuck that, and, like, you know, that whole witchy aesthetic, but, like, that's my jam. I love that movie. It is a feel-good movie. It doesn't have to be Halloween to watch that movie. I would like to mention that we talked about Buffy a little bit earlier, but like that's something me and my friends we would watch the whole series every October.
Really?
Yes.
Like
every
you
October.
And Amber?
Yeah, and Krista.
Oh wow. Okay.
We like because they do that on their own anyway. They do that on their own, and then like when we got really really close, they're like, "Hey, around October we watch Buffy." That's what we do, and I'm like, okay, because I had never watched Buffy all the way through. Like growing up, I would catch like episodes here and there, but like I never watched the series like all the way through. So like,
yeah, I never watched it all the way through.
Yeah.
Like really, I fell off when they gave her a sister and went back time.
I mean, a lot of people would say that Dawn was like the worst thing that ever happened in that show. Like,
I would agree. That's why I stopped watching.
And her dying was like,
Well, it's just like it's like they pulled a Dallas, okay? They pulled a fucking Dallas. So Dallas, one of the main characters, gets shot, and then they have a whole season about after him dead. But then the following season, somebody just wakes up and it was all a dream. Like the Dawn thing, like it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking kill her, and then she never existed.
Like kill her mom?
What?
Like when they killed her mom?
No,
Buffy's mom, or when they killed Buffy?
No, when they killed Dawn. Like when they were supposed to kill Dawn, like that, it was just stupid. Like I never saw the point. Like it was just like, oh, we ran out of things to fucking write about. We're gonna throw this person in, and then we're gonna take him out again. Like I just think it's dumb. It's a waste of fucking time. Like why did you put all this setup into it and then just like completely, we're like, oh no, we're gonna go back to the way it was.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, but no, that's something that we watched around spooky season. But I mean, my staples are always going to be Hocus Pocus. I gotta watch Hocus Pocus. I gotta watch Halloween Town 1 and 2.
Isn't there a third?
There is. There's actually 4, I believe. No, there's the 4th one is Halloween High. Never seen it, even though it has Kimberly J. Brown in it, which I respect. And the 4th one, I think it's Return to Halloween Town, and that has Sarah Paxton in it, and I don't fuck with that. Don't fuck with that. Another shout out. This isn't a movie I have to watch at Halloween. I wish it would just come on all the time. Is what's his face? What's his face? Damn, what's that guy's name? He's an author.
What is his
Stephen
face?
King! Stephen King's Rose Red miniseries. Fucking great. I don't have to fucking watch that at Halloween time. I feel like it's a really great miniseries to watch during Halloween time. Or spooky season. But it's very hard to come by. Like, I don't think there's any DVDs of that movie, and like you might be able to catch it around Sci-Fi every once in a while. And because we don't have cable, I can't look for it. But
yeah,
that's something I wish I could own, because that's probably one of the best miniseries I've ever seen. Like ever, like the best Stephen King miniseries, I will say. Like the Shining one is like whatever. There's a few like good scares in it, but for the most part, like I've
actually never seen the Shining miniseries.
The Stanley Kubrick one is better. I get it. It's not, accurate with the book, but like there's only probably
Stephen King hates that fucking movie.
I mean, I get
he
it.
Fucking hates that
I get
movie.
it, but because I haven't read the book, I can't hate on it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was my first, like, because I saw that one first and before I had read the book, and people are like gonna be like, oh, whatever.
Well,
you're not.
Actually, that makes a good shout. Like, I would like to add, it's a newer movie, but like Chapter 1 to that rotation. Even though I really enjoy Chapter 2, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It was campy, and I appreciate it for its campiness. Because I don't feel like Chapter 2, I don't feel like there was, unless you dramatically change the story of what it is, I don't feel like there is a serious way you could have portrayed the second part. I don't feel like there's a serious way, unless you dramatically change the story, I don't feel like there's a serious way you could have portrayed that part. So I'm glad that they kind of leaned into the comedy. And I appreciate it. A lot of people don't. And
really?
Yeah, no. A lot of people don't like the fact that it's funny and whatever. But I'm just like, no, it's campy. Just because the first one was so serious, right? It was,
Well, because it's easier.
Goonies with the killer clown.
It's easier to scare little kids than it is to scare adults. Like, you know what I mean? Or to... there has to be a format.
Well, it's not just that, but I don't think they were ever gonna live up to
the miniseries.
No.
Tim Curry.
No, I don't think that Chapter 2 was ever gonna live up to Chapter 1 because Chapter 1 broke grounds with really pushing the we're really gonna be graphic about fucking kids dying.
I don't feel like that's necessarily true. There's been I get it. I wasn't prepared.
Name one in recent history.
Woman in Black. That was fucking kids dying. That was fucking, she was only attacking kids. So I'm in the same gruesome way as, kids getting their arms cut off, or bit off, and
saying.
Faces getting bit off. Not necessarily, but,
I'm talking about graphic.
Kids dying, little babies eating lye and, choking up blood and shit. I feel like that's still equally graphic, and I don't like to watch kids die. And shout out to the Hunger Games. When Rue died, I was really fucked up, and I just, couldn't,
out of left field.
I couldn't. Well, because we're talking about children dying. I don't like that.
Okay, whatever. That's not the point I'm making. Is Chapter 1 is really great. Chapter 2 is also great, but for a different reason. And I'm able to separate that, but a lot of people can't because they see Part 1, Part 2.
Yeah, I can understand that, but
they're tonally two different movies.
They're very different movies.
Tonally, I like them both for completely different reasons.
I will say I liked Chapter 1 better than I liked Chapter 2. I found it more enjoyable, and I found myself getting up to go to the restroom a lot more than I did in the first one in Chapter 2. But it was still a fun time at the end. Mm-hmm. At the end, Bill Hader was probably the best part of that movie.
Absolutely. I was just about to bring him up.
His comedic presence was just so awesome, and I feel like without him, it wouldn't have been a good movie at all. It wouldn't have been what it was without him, without his comedic presence.
So moving on to another film.
Okay.
Say his name 3 times. Is it 3 times? Or
Candyman?
Is it 5 times? No, not Candyman.
Beetlejuice. Well, see, you can't do that because could be Candyman, could be Bloody
Man. But when do we watch Candyman in this household? We've watched it once.
I enjoy watching Candyman.
No. I enjoy the film.
And I'm very excited for it.
I don't think we watched it together.
We did not.
We've both seen the film.
We started watching Candyman together, and then I was like, I'm gonna watch this by myself.
Yeah. But no, Beetlejuice.
Oh, no. Beetlejuice is a great movie for Halloween.
Yeah.
I feel like anything Tim Burton is probably pretty fun for Halloween. Except the Batman series. Except for the Batman series. I feel like anything... you could watch Sweeney Todd on Halloween or anytime. You can watch, Sleepy Hollow around anytime.
Yeah, but Sleepy Hollow, I don't know. Oh, speaking of Sleepy Hollow, because it reminds me of another Depp, what's it called? Era piece or whatever. Mm-hmm. From Hell.
Never seen it.
It's a bad film, but I enjoy the shit out of it.
Isn't Heather Graham in that movie?
She is. She plays...
a prostitute.
Yeah, she plays... I forget her name, but the Ripper's last victim.
Well, that's just a spoiler for people who haven't seen that movie. I'm not inclined to watch that now.
Well, spoiler alert, she doesn't fucking die.
Oh. Well, that's another spoiler alert.
No, she doesn't die. But the person that dies in her spot, like, they just claim that it's her kind of thing because she's beyond recognition.
Oh.
Anyways, no, I really like From Hell. That's another one of my
good Halloween movie.
Yeah. I like the spookiness. I like serial killer movies. I enjoy them.
Oh.
So, like, that's one that comes to mind. I could go for Silence of the Lambs. I can go Hannibal again, mentioning shout out to the Dr. Lecter himself. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Are there any other shows other than like Buffy or Angel? I mean, you didn't watch Angel. I liked Angel.
Angel was something I would catch at like 3 a.m. or whatever, like when I was like a little kid and couldn't sleep. Because like I had like a little TV with like rabbit ears. So like I would just like randomly wake up at like, whatever and turn off the TV. And that was like the only thing watchable on sometimes.
For the kids out there, you had to put these pieces of metal on televisions to get a decent signal. Before cable, or before you, if you didn't have cable,
so that way you could get like all the little channels, like what was it, like 1 through 7 or something like that. Yeah, 1 through 11 or 21, something like that. But yeah, I was like a little kid and I had like a little TV with that bunny ears, so I would catch Angel every once in a while, but I never watched the series all the way through. So I have nothing to really.
Ends on a real downer, man.
Does
like, it ends on a cliffhanger.
That sucks.
Like, it fucking sucks. But I do really like that.
I'm trying to think of other series besides Buffy. I mean, I don't think there's no shows that I watch around Halloween time besides Buffy. Just because, I mean, and it's more of like a tradition thing, not like because I think it's spooky. I mean, it is spooky. There's a monster of the week kind of a deal, but like, you know what I mean? What about X-Files? Did you ever watch X-Files?
I've seen X-Files all the way through. I fucking love that show. A lot is very influential on me as far as sci-fi is concerned. The overarching story, hashtag with the movie, not the second movie, the first movie.
I didn't even know there was multiple movies.
I think there's 3 now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I really did like X-Files. The one that always will stand out to me is the crossover they did with Cops. So it's shot like Cops.
What?
It's shot like Cops, like a reality, and they're going around and basically like this monster basically. It's like it transcends like your worst fears. So like if you're like one was like afraid of bees.
So it's like it.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like it.
Oh, I didn't hear that because I'm like it, quote unquote it, or it.
No, quote unquote it.
All right.
Anyways, really like that show. The overall sci-fi, the Monster of the Week stuff is good, but like honestly, if you want to like just focus on the overall story from season to season about like the huge conspiracy like thing, the way they did it is like the first like 2 or 3 episodes of the season pertain to the overarching story, and the 2 or 3 episodes at the end overarching story of each season. You could just watch like those. I'm sure there's like a list that you can find online that's like, hey, if you just want to watch the overall like conspiracy alien thing, watch these episodes versus the Monster of the Week stuff like I just mentioned, the Cops episode. You have not mentioned one.
Hold on, no, I'm thinking of it. I know what you're talking about, but I was like, this is a movie I can watch all year long, but if you want to bring it out during spooky season, Event Horizon.
Okay.
No.
I was waiting for it.
No.
I was waiting for it.
No. Because Event Horizon is one of those movies I can constantly just watch over and over and over again. So I don't count it as like, oh, spooky season. But if you need a new movie or whatever, a movie you haven't seen or you want to add it to your spooky list, like that is a great haunted house, like sci-fi, whatever you want to call it. another great antagonist.
Let's talk about, like, I feel like a show that you can watch, and we probably should, is Hill House.
That's true.
That's good.
And
spooky.
the new season coming out on October 9th. Excited.
Yeah.
Excited. And it looks scary as hell compared to the first season.
Yep.
Like, I'm super excited.
And also, if you just want to watch the classic movie, you know, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
That's not the classic movie. That's also a remake.
I know. I'm making a joke, like, because that movie is not a classic, but it is a guilty pleasure.
It is at my house. That was something me and my parents used to watch all the time. We almost named our daughter Eleanor, like, not because of Hill House, but, you know, I mean, kind of, a little bit.
I mean, that was not my reasoning.
It was a little bit of my reasoning.
You know my reasoning.
Shout out to Shirley Jackson.
Anyways, but yeah, no, Hill House. What a good show that was. What a good watch that was.
That was a great watch.
Holy
and
hell.
it messed me up mentally. Like, not just the scares, but because I could identify with their family dynamic and some of the issues that they dealt with. Like, I just found myself crying, like, every episode, and it just really messing with me psychologically.
I think the reason being is because, much like the original, I believe it was the original House on Haunted Hill. It plays on, for a while there, it plays on, no, clearly it's not real. It's just mental health.
You mean Hill House?
No. The original House on Haunted Hill, the old one, also did that. I'm saying, like, Hill House did the same thing that House on Haunted Hill way back when did as well, like the one from like the 50s.
You're talking about Vincent Price's?
Yes.
Okay.
Like there's a good part of the movie where, like, you question, like, oh no, that person's just seeing stuff because they're crazy, not because it's actually haunted. And I feel like Hill House goes on that a little, like, it hangs its hat on that trope too.
Yeah.
Very well, I might add. Very well.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's what adds to the suspense. That's what adds to the emotional turmoil, I think, that you're talking about.
Yes.
Is how it decides to handle mental health.
Oh, yeah.
And the horror aspect of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was referring to.
Yeah, no, dealing with mental illness and having all that, and then having that show just kind of showcase, like, you know, some of the family dynamics of what that can do
to a family, right?
It really, really, like, messed with me and made me feel a lot of things and made me upset and sad and happy. Like, you know, it's a lot.
That's a tearjerker. It's a tearjerker of a show. I cried too. Like,
yeah.
There are definitely moments where a few tears were shed.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of wish it had ended differently. But
a lot of people did.
Because I mean, like, I thought the ending was super duper happy for what it was, and I thought that maybe it shouldn't end on such a happy note. But that's just, you know, I mean, there's a lot of horror movies or horror shows that end on happy notes, and there's a lot of that don't. And I feel like it gives me a little more something when it doesn't. But, you know, because not everything ends so happy, that I was just like, oh, okay, like, I feel like it could have challenged that a little bit more, but that's all right.
Yeah. Just, you know, before we wrap things up, another one I'd like to throw out there is The Ring.
Ooh, that's one of my faves.
I feel like that's a really, really good... What I appreciate about The Ring is it really builds on the suspense quite well. Like, how the story unravels, how the mystery unravels, how it keeps, you know, like, hooking you along as it goes on. I find that very appealing.
Yeah, no, and for being a rated PG-13 horror movie,
Terrifying.
Like, I think I was like maybe 12 or 11 when that movie came out, and I remember seeing it and being okay, and then I saw her face, and I didn't sleep for like a week.
Jeez.
I didn't sleep for like a week. Her face scared the crap out of me, but, like, just the whole thing, like, shout out to the original, is really, really good. Like, it's just, like, both of them, you would just I mean, I don't know.
I know we keep dragging this topic along, but I'm thinking of more. Blair Witch Project.
Golly!
Blair Witch Project.
That is... he had never seen it until I made him watch it.
Yeah. So I know it's gonna be blasphemous, but before like us, like I had never seen that, and I'd only seen Blair Witch Project 2, the shitty,
I've never seen that
shitty
one.
sequel.
No.
That is just fucking awful. It's really bad. And not in like a good cheese way. It's just bad. It's just bad.
No, I feel like Blair Witch and Event Horizon are movies you can watch anytime. They are great anytime you need your spooky fill.
Another movie that...
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry. Another movie... It's not really my bag, but if I don't mention it and you're going to like... We're going to be like done with this episode and you're like, shit, why didn't I talk about The Cell? See, I know you all too well. Like, you're forgetting all of these.
No, because these are movies I wouldn't necessarily watch while Halloween
But see,
time.
I would.
Like, I find horror movies are movies you can watch anytime.
But she's the horror...
I'm
Just
talking
side
about
note, in case
specific
you
movies
don't
that
know...
make me think of Halloween. And The Cell is a movie I can watch anytime. But is so awesome because, first of all, Vincent D'Onofrio, super underrated and one of the best actors ever. And conceptually, it is a gorgeous film. It is gorgeous. Like, it is freaky. It is gorgeous. Like, he's an awesome actor. Like, I don't give a shit about Jennifer Lopez, but, you know, whatever. If that's your thing.
So the reason why I say is because that's a movie that, again, if it's on and it's during Halloween time, I'll watch it, but I wouldn't watch it for any other reason.
No, see.
But I know you're a huge fan. That's why I want to go ahead and mention
I like that movie, and a lot of people shit on that movie. And
because it's pretentious as fuck. It's trying too hard.
It is.
The director is trying way too hard with fucking the cinematic pieces that he shoots.
You know what? Whoever thinks that movie is like that can suck a dick. Because it is I'm not gonna say it's a great movie. It's not a great movie. It's enjoyable and it's beautiful to look at. And people snub Vincent D'Onofrio all the dang time. Oh, we didn't mention Men in Black. Men in Black is a movie I can watch around Halloween time. I don't love that movie, but Vincent D'Onofrio, again, is
but
the
there's
shit.
nothing to do with fucking spooky.
It doesn't, but I just like cause he's a bug. Like, he's a bug, and I just like Vincent D'Onofrio. Like, oh, like
he's pretty great.
Oh, like, golly, he's a great actor.
Yeah. Like,
I feel like he does not get the recognition that he deserves.
No, and I really hate how they made him, like, directed him in Jurassic World. Like, I think he could have done so much more.
He could have, but he was just the classic bad guy.
Well, no, but that's a fault of the script and the direction. I think he was given.
That was his point. Like, that Jurassic Park has a classic, villain.
Jurassic World.
Whatever. Like, they always have, like, the classic, like, I'm gonna sell a dinosaur. Like, I'm trying to sell a dinosaur and then gets eaten by a dinosaur. Like, that is just what happens. That is the trope. And I don't expect anything else from
DNA.
them.
That's the... When you said
dinosaur.
Anyways, guys.
Anyway, we've been on a tangent, but thank you for joining us. And if you haven't, please join our Facebook, our Instagram, like and subscribe, hit that bell, and, join us next time.
See you guys.